A current trend that I've been seeing is a lot of DPs out there, at least in LA, are selling their lighting packages. And I've seen like 1200Ds go for like $1,000. I've seen like sky panels on Novas go for super, super cheap. And I've honestly also seen like people selling their camera packages, their Venices, their Komodos, their Raptors, and stuff like that. So that may just be a state of the industry as of right now. But I thought this was going to be a good idea to just break down what I feel like is still good as an owner operator here in LA, as a DP cam op in LA. And I shoot a lot of commercial, fashion, and tourism board stuff, and social media content as well. So if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely stick around because I feel like this specific kit, nothing crazy. I definitely think that it's going to be pretty good to hold on to as of right now. So starting things off with my two strongest COB lights, we got the Nanlite 720D and the Nanlite 720C. So I've had the 720D for a very long time. It was on sale, that's why I picked it up over the Apurture 600D. And I actually do like it because it is a little bit stronger than the 600D, so that is very nice in some situations. But the only issue that I obviously do have with this light is that it is not bicolor or anything like that. It's just strictly daylight. So I always have to have gels with me to change the color temperature. Not always feasible in a lot of situations, so that is something to keep in mind. That's why I also opted to get the 720C. It recently came out and I've actually been really loving this light. For the price, dude, I don't think you can get a better quality light in my opinion. It does have fan noise, but I feel like for fill or for ambience or even for a key, I've had no issues with this light in any situations so far in my past like 3 or 4 shoots that I've used it. I feel like for a long time I've been really good with having just one medium powered light, like one 720D. But a lot of the times nowadays, I actually have a strong need to just kick up the ambient overall in a room, just have a more high key environment. And I feel like two 700 plus wattage powered lights is perfect for my kit as of right now. And yeah, let's go ahead and go into the next light, which is going to be the Godox F600 Bi. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but it's a 4x4 bicolor 600 watt light mat. I absolutely love this light. The only issue that I do see with this light is that it is such a pain to set up. It is honestly crazy. Building this out on location, like even with 2 people, is such a pain that I definitely stay away from having this unless I have like 3 people to help me out or 3 extra hands to set up these kind of lights and stuff like that. But I absolutely love this light mat, man. You can just shoot this through like a silk or something like that to get a super, super soft light very, very quickly. And it honestly is a very, very small package overall. But the only issue, like I said, is that it is such a pain to build up and break down. But since it is not a standard light, a lot of people will not know how to set it up on your crew. So that is also another downside. You gotta like show people or send like a tutorial of how to build this light kind of thing, because it is kind of a pain, not gonna lie. So my next light is also a light mat. It's gonna be Amaran F22C. It's a full RGB 220 watt light mat, and I've honestly loved this light since the moment I got it. It's super, super versatile. I've had this on rolling stands for like small time interviews. I've had this as an edge light, a hair light. I've had this for a key light for YouTube setups and stuff like that. It's just super versatile since it is full RGB, and I feel like this is a perfect pairing with the Nanlite 720C. Just because you can really dial in a white balance if you need to match a scene or scenario. So both of those in pairing, key and a fill or edge light, perfect, you know what I mean? That's kind of gonna be my kit going forward as of right now. But then for the other lights here that I do own in my kit is gonna be like an Apurture 300D Mark II. I've had this light. This is actually one of my first COB lights that I've ever bought. Honestly, it's very nice to have just an extra light overall. It is daylight though, so I do have to gel it if I do want to match white balances and stuff like that. So that is the only issue. And I also have a SmallRig 120D. This was actually sent to me by SmallRig to do an unboxing for it a few years ago. So that is really nice to have. I actually haven't used it in a little while, just to be honest with you. But it's always nice to have another fixture that it is pretty strong for what it is. So it's always nice to have in your kit. And the last pair of lights in my kit is going to be the Nanlite Pavo tubes, the 30Cs, the Mark 1s. If there is any light in my kit that I would be getting rid of, it's going to be these. Just because one, there's no Bluetooth connectivity or app connectivity without using a separate dongle. So imagine rigging these and having to change something in the settings. You got to bring them down, change it, and then bring it back up. Not always feasible. It's not always enjoyable, especially in a run and gun shoot type of environment. The next thing is just going to be the overall diffusion on the light itself. It's a lot harsher than the Mark IIs, and it definitely shows. So I really haven't found a use case in my workflow to have these in my kit. So if there is one light that I would be getting rid of, or set of lights, it would be these. But I have been trying out the pool noodle hack that Spencer Sakurai talked about in a previous video, where he lit a whole short film just with the pool noodle nanolight Pablo tube style like lighting setup. And yeah, I currently haven't found a specific use case for me personally to have these in my kit still. But yeah, especially for the type of stuff that I'm shooting, I haven't used it honestly on a job in a while. So now that we got the lights out of the way, here are going to be the like other accessories and lighting kit that I do have, like starting with like the Bowens mount accessories. I do own one Apurture F10 Fresnel. I used to use this particularly on the Apurture 300D just to give it a little bit more focused punch, because I did only own a 720D and a 300D. So I use that kind of like to subset that little difference. The next light is going to be a softbox. This is a 90 centimeter softbox. It isn't the light dome one. It was one of the first ones that had like a quick release style system before the light dome actually came out. So I bought this one because it was like one of the first ones. It's called like Laufast or something like that. Works great. Haven't had any issues. And the only thing that sucks about it currently is that the bag that it came with ripped. But aside from that, dude, works great. And it was way cheaper than the the Apurture light dome. So my third and last Bowens mount adapter is going to be the Light Bank inflatable tube light. This is an inflatable light tube light thing that does attach to Bowens mount, and it's honestly really sick just because overall it's perfect for giving a hair light or an edge light, and it's honestly super versatile. I forget this guy's name, but he's the one that created CineTemp, the app on YouTube. He's a DP based in Oklahoma, but that guy put me onto this light bank thing. Game changer, man. I've been loving this thing for just a fill light, an edge light, a hair light. Just overall, love this thing. Super versatile. And it always stays in my kit just because it's super small and it packs down very tiny. So yes, those are all my current Bowens mount adapters. And in terms of like other lighting accessories or other rags and stuff like that, I own a 6x6 frame that I always keep with my car. And I also own a 6x6 silk and a 6x6 ultra bounce. So I either use that for like neg or fill or anything like that, you know what I mean? And I also have like duvet in my car, cinefoil, and like Fernie pads all the time, just in case I need to like add neg or bounce or whatever it may be. Oh, and also I have like those big, like a big 5-in-1 reflector that always just lives in my car as well. Yeah, I think that's almost every single lighting thing that I do have in my kits. As a DP here based in LA. I'm not sure if there's anything else. I'm thinking about it. The issue is that like I have everything kind of everywhere, and my kit is so dialed that like there's stuff that I've left in my car for like a jelly rolls in my car at all times with like a whole bunch of CTO and stuff like that. And I think that's pretty much everything, man. But yeah, I do feel like this is a very dialed kit for the type of work that I currently do on a regular basis. And for the bigger jobs, I can rent the bigger lights, I can rent the bigger rags, I can rent all that other stuff. But I definitely feel like I'm in a different point in my career. Before, I was always gonna be wanting to own the gear, own the lighting equipment, you can charge a kit fee for it, own the camera package, the lens, etc. I definitely have grown past that. I feel like since I did like have 20K worth of gear stolen back in October, rebuying my kit has been very specific, very tailored to what I need on a regular basis. And I feel like the things that I don't use all the time, I definitely don't want to have to buy. You know what I mean? Especially in this economy of like just filmmaking and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this kit. Let me know what your guys' kit down below is as the owner operator. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.